Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the BigBoysToys RYU statue. It's not really technically a statue, I guess. It's kind of a mixed media type of thing. It's not really even mixed media. I don't know what you want to call it, but this is it. And you guys, if you're Street Fighter fans, you've probably seen these around. This is the first of the bunch, so obviously it's RYU. And they're coming out with Ken very soon, so there are pre-orders up. Before we look at the figure, I want to show you guys the packaging, because it's actually pretty nice packaging. So that's the front of it. Let me pull the camera back so you can see a little bit better. So that's the front of the packaging, and as you can see, it's very nice artwork, very well done. The figure, or the character itself, is kind of in a glossy finish, and then, or at least his head is, I don't know, but it still looks cool. And then this is kind of glossy, and then these, everything, it's like very varied across the front, so that's pretty nice. The top just has the RYU and the Street Fighter logo, or Street Fighter font. Some stuff on the side. The other side is a portrait of the figure, and then on the back we have, it's not really posing options per se, but you can see the figure in action. And then the bottom is mostly blank. The cool thing about the packaging though is it's a window box, so if you want to open this up, it's all Velcro, and you can see some bio on RYU. Cool little artwork, and then you can see the figure inside, and that says Hadouken. So Japanese lesson, that's the kanji, and there's the kana. So Hadouken, that's how you would do that in Japanese. So that's pretty cool. Actually, it comes with a little card, which I left inside the box. So let me pull that out real quick. It shouldn't take too long, so I'll just leave it. Do it on camera. You can see what the packaging's like. Standard kind of blister card. Not card, blister, whatever. I don't know. And then let's look at the card real quick that it comes with. It's actually pretty cool looking. It's got the same art style as the figure itself, so kind of, it's not really chibi, it's just kind of short and thick and somewhat stylized, but still really cool, and has the bio on there again, and on the back it has some artwork, so that's kind of nifty. It's a cool little bonus thing. So now we can look at the actual piece itself. So you have to do a little bit of assembly in order to get it ready for display, and the first thing is, of course, it doesn't come with the card on it, so you can leave that off if you want to. If you just want a freestanding piece, you can do that. It doesn't look bad or anything. The here comes the cat. Damn cat shows up for everything. So you can see it's just a really thin little black strip back there to hold it. So if you don't want to use that, you don't have to. And you can put just leave the figure on there as it is, and that's perfectly fine. And then the backing is meant to be like the original game. You'll notice it's cut off in the middle, because once you get Ken, come on, here comes the cat. Once you get Ken, you'll be able to put them together and have them side by side, and you'll have the full stage with the full health bars and everything like that, and it's just blank on the back side. But let's put that in there so you can see what it looks like all assembled. That just tucks in. And then you also get this. So if you're familiar with the stage, you know this is kind of like a little destructible sign, so you can set that over here if you want to. That's probably where I would put it, but it's really nicely detailed, looks pretty cool. So it's nice that they included that. And as far as the figure goes, it's all one piece. It's not meant to be posed or anything like that, though you can move this part around if you want to. But it's really, really nicely done. You can see the paintwork for the eyes is super crisp. Really well done. They painted the mouth with the tongue and the teeth and everything. It all looks the way it's supposed to. There's shading for the headband, there's shading in the hair, there's shading in the muscles. The gi has kind of like that beige color. It's not just the stark white, so that looks cool. And there's shading on the gloves. His belt, which is being blown into the air by the force of his Hadouken, and you can see the kanji on his belt also. Very nicely detailed. He's got the little wave dash type effect going on for the foot. Very cool little piece. And then the base itself has kind of like the digitized look for the stage. And I don't know if you can see it. I guess that's intentional. I didn't even notice it before without the light hitting it. There's like a printed, it looks like it might be the artwork of the character maybe. I can't really tell. But if you let the light catch it, you can see something. There's some kind of image textured onto it. And if you press the button on X, then it says Hadouken. But we'll get to that right now anyway, because that's convenient. So as you'll see here, there's kind of like an opening here, and there's a button here. And when you press that, it says Hadouken. Just like it did in the game. It might even be the exact same same voice. I'm not sure, but it sounds just like it, so that's pretty cool, at least based on memory. And the other cool thing is when you plug the figure into the base. By the way, my cats hate that for some reason, the Hadoken audio clip. They hate it. So the cat being behind the thing, I'm surprised he didn't freak out. You can't tell he's there, but he is. Anyway, so if you press this button while he's plugged in, and I'll do this with the lights on first, and we'll put this on for effect. But the Hadoken glows, and it makes kind of like an electric sound, which is pretty cool. So I'll just play it the way it is, and then I'll turn the lights off in just a second. Hopefully you can hear that. There's a slight like electric sound. I'm sure that's intentional. And it looks really cool the way it lights up. It's very bright in the front, and then obviously it fades. So we'll turn the lights off, at least the main lights. Let's see. Yeah, we'll turn off all the lights. And then I'll play it and you'll see how bright it actually is. So you can't see anything now. If I press it, it should take a second to focus, but it's really bright and looks awesome and has that flickery, fadey effect. So it's very, very well done. Looks awesome. I can't wait to put him next to Ken, because the Ken one, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it has a really nice flaming Shoryuken that glows and flickers and looks really awesome. So that's it. It's I'll give you a size measurement real quick. It's about 9 inches across, almost exactly across the base and across the top, obviously. And it stands about 6 3/4 inches tall. The figure itself, including the Hadoken, is about 6.5, and it stands about 5 inches tall. So it's definitely a stylized piece. It's not my personal, it's not like my favorite style, but it's still pretty cool. If you are into this particular type of stylized thing, then it's really cool. They did a really good job with it. As far as the price point goes, it's like 90 bucks if you get it from Japan, so I think it is on the high side. They did put a lot of effort into it, but I don't know, because I'm not, like, I don't have a ton of this kind of thing, so I can't really say for sure if that's a good price or not. But you can judge for yourself after looking at the figure, and that's up to you. But it is done really well, and I'm pretty happy to have it. So I look forward to getting Ken. And like I said, if you're into this sort of thing and you deem it worth the price point, then I do recommend it. They did a really good job with it. The nice clear audio clip and the light up effect, very nicely done. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.